Guys, well, it's Saturday morning. It is a little after 9 o'clock, 9:15, and we're got her up in the air. So my contraption is seeming to work right now. You can see here I've got this piece of square tubing run across. I've welded it, and now I've hooked to that, and it is totally off the blocks. She is free and clear in the back. So now what we got to figure out is the Egyptian style of putting the rollers under here, and then starting to either move the truck. I'm thinking about chaining this to the back wall. I got a post. You can see post. Put a chain around here, chain the engine hoist right to the posts, and then maybe slowly pulling out from under it. Is kind of a theory that I have. I don't know if it's going to work, but that's what we're doing. So guys, I'm going to try editing this together into a few short pieces because it's kind of hard to shoot video and work at the same time, which most of you guys may be aware of. So anyway, to be continued in a few minutes. Guys, we're back again. A little more rigging. Had to take a run up to the hardware store, and I got some, I don't know, what are they, 3/8, ½ inch? Got to be a ½ inch. Leg eye bolts going into my 6x6s here in the corner of the barn. Got one over here. Got one over there with the chain hooked in it. Now the chain comes out here and will connect either to the hoist or it's going to hook to the come-alongs. Haven't quite figured that one out yet. If I want to go fast, I will hook it to the hoist and drive out from under it. That could be scary. If I want to go slow and a more of a controlled explosion, then we'll use the come-along and just slowly wench it off. That'll give me time to get the rollers. As you can see, I've cut pipe and I've got them underneath there. It is up now. It is teetering. You guys might be able to see that. So it is up. Anyway, that's where we're at, and hopefully next time you'll see it, maybe we'll have it in the middle of coming off. Be back in a minute. Well, this seems to be holding up okay. My little chain through the eyelets around to the come-along. I got to move my come-along because it's crooked. It's trying to pull it this way, and I don't want it that way. We got to pull it over here. I put a little chalk line on the floor. I'm thinking that's about where the end of it has got to land. I'm thinking. But you can see I'm just slightly, you can see how it gets tinier up here. And then it gets wider back here. I got to bring this end over a little bit. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm not chafing my hoses over here. You see, I got my hoses. I got a block of wood jammed in there, and that seems to be working okay at the moment. And that tank is still riding. Now it's a little loose up there. We probably should get that fixed up before we go too much farther on that. Pipes are doing good. We're almost to the end of this last one. We got to go up over this hump. I may let it down. See how that's got the eyelet for the strap is going to catch that pipe. So if I let it down, it'll teeter. The front will drop down, and then that'll allow me to either clear it or maybe take that pipe right out of there and stick with the two rollers that I've got here mid-ship. And then I should be able to get pretty close to the edge over here before we go off the edge of the world with it. And then I'm not really sure. I'm thinking floor jacks to try to get it down the rest of the way. So that's the plan. That's part 3. So stay tuned for part 4. Bye. Guys, well, it's another segment in the let's get the lift off the trailer procedure. And no trailer. It's off. It's suspended now on 2 floor jacks with cribbing underneath it. It is suspended in the front on the engine hoist. So now we can start jacking it down, cribbing it up, letting it down, cribbing it up, letting it down, getting the jack under it, getting it down to where we can put her on the floor. I got it pretty much where I wanted it. I put my little chalk line on it, and I wanted the stopper, this stopper, to be right above that line, which I know it don't look like it because it's crooked, but actually, see, we'll put it over here. It looks better when the camera lines up with it. So it's pretty close to where I wanted it, I think. I haven't put a car on it yet, especially when you go to put the Galaxy on it or something that's huge. It might be too much. So we'll have to see how that works out. But we'll just wanted to give you guys another show. The pump console hasn't fallen off yet. I even put a level on it so I could see, because when I jack it down, it wanted to roll off the trailer, which was good because gravity helps. But sometimes gravity hurts when you're doing 100 miles an hour backwards. So anyway, guys, we'll be back in a few with another segment. Thanks for watching. Guys, I think this is about our 5th episode here, and it's on the floor. It's not sure why it's sticking up here. You can stand on it, and it's kind of stuck up in the air. Kind of like there's something under it, which is kind of weird because there's nothing under it that I know of. But, and they're both stuck up a little bit. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. But at least it's down, and I got it squared up. I got it on my marks. Actually, that's where I thought the back of it was going to land. But I actually preferred it a little bit ahead, because remember my original mark, I wanted the cross. You can see the mark right in the middle of the thing here, of the stopper. So that's where it was supposed to be. So I think we're good. I think it's going to give me enough room to walk around it once I get a car on it. Got to figure out the control panel here, because I thought I could just pop it off and it'd be all good, but it looks like I'm gonna have to. It doesn't look too bad of a job, but the hoses, as you can see, I want to put them clean this corner out over here where this is, because right there is my 220 welder plug. So I'm gonna put it right here is the idea. Leave enough room that I can get in there and change the controls on my arc welder, but basically put it right here in front of the air compressor, and this will be the 220 corner. So if I need to put the lift up, I can plug the lift in and put it up in the air and do what I need to do, and we'll be all good, I think. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and hoping and praying for me, because it must have worked, because I didn't lose any fingers. They're all there. I did boo-boo this one a little bit, but it didn't break the skin. I just dropped something heavy on it. So the only other thing I could think of might be holding it up is, they say there's shems that you can put underneath it, and that might be part of it. It might be a little cockeyed or something causing it, but we'll figure it out. Once we get it up in the air, get her plugged in, get her wired. I got to go find a plug for it, welder plug. And then I think we'll be good. So again, guys, thanks for watching and subscribing, and send me a comment. Hey, if you guys have ever used one of these things, that'd be cool, because there's very little information on the internet about them. And the only thing that I can find is the Benpack model SP7X. I didn't explain it right the first time. I give you the wrong terminology. And this here is an SL7000, but man, does it look like the SP7X that they are selling right now for like $4,500. So I bought this for $1,400. So hopefully everything works, and I got a good deal. So thanks guys again. We'll talk to you later. Bye.